I challenged myself to build the biggest storage room I have ever attempted on survival Minecraft. To accomplish this goal, we would need to undertake a massive 30-hour grind. But before we even start digging out the area for the storage room, we would need a beacon. And that means we need a wither skeleton farm. So my first step is actually looking through my unorganized chest to see if we have some of the materials we need, and it looks like we do. We are going to need quite a lot of materials for this farm, but hopefully it's all going to be worth it in the end. Back at the village, I began smelting the sand we found earlier and prepping myself for some absolutely epic gamer crafting time so that we could finally start on the farm. Okay, so maybe that was a tad ambitious. We may still have like a stack of obsidian to gather, so let's just get cooking on that. And just like that, I actually have all of the obsidian I'm going to need. The only thing left is finding some turtles and somehow getting their eggs. I honestly didn't think getting these turtles to breed would be very difficult, but let me just tell you, I was so wrong. Like, I don't know what was up with these fellas. I gave them the grass, the hearts came up, I even got the XP, and then just no eggs. In my confusion and desperation, I tried trapping them in a little cage thing so that I could try to find the eggs if they do eventually hatch, but that only seemed to further their apprehension towards me. So I found these other boys, and they laid eggs, but only 3, and I need 4. So I tried to take my fertile turtle over to my original lads and breed them together, and still nothing. Somehow, this other turtle just randomly started laying eggs on the other side of the beach though, so I just grabbed those and called it a day. So now, at long last for me, probably like 1 minute for you, it was time to start building the wither skeleton farm. Just kidding, lol. It was actually time for me to just spend more time gathering nether bricks, because yay. So with that taken care of, we could actually start on the farm. And this here farm is by IanXO4. And you know, it's pretty simple. Like it would take a real dumbass to mess it up. I may have made a little bit of a boo-boo. Please stop chasing me, boys. I apologize. I didn't mean to hurt you. For the next part of this build, I'm actually going to need to get to the nether roof, and I figured the best way to find ender pearls is just kind of like walking around here and hoping I spot an enderman. So I think all I need to do is... Oh, and there I am. Okay, so now all I need to do is light this portal, and here we go. Oh, yay, we're in a cave. Yikes. So the nether portal popped me out in a cave, basically meaning that we were most likely under an ocean. And this was not ideal. This was going to make the overworld part of this farm so much more tedious. But I guess that's life, you know? Too late to go back now. So I guess my best option is just kind of to swim this stream and hope and pray that we actually just go all the way out and we're not super far deep. And oh, okay, cool. Looks like we got an ocean. So from this point, I began construction on the overworld section, building a pillar to the sky because the tutorial told me to, and making some pathway thing where the skellies are going to pop out and then go into another portal into the kill chamber in the nether. I have no idea how this thing works, please don't ask me, but I'm trusting the process at this point. And finally, with that, the skeleton farm was done. Huh. Well, you know, the tutorial looked like there should be a lot more of these things spawning. Where are they? And you know, it's pretty simple. Like, it would take a real dumbass to mess it up. Yeah, so long story short, that dumbass was me. I did skip the explanation parts at the beginning of the tutorial, saying that you needed to build this farm in a warped forest or soul sand valley, and your boy went ahead and said nether waste. Take it or leave it. The farm technically still worked though, just like very slowly, so I did actually get the skulls. Problem for another day. With wither skulls in hand, it was time to vanquish the ancient foe. The big boy boss man Wither. Our battle would be legendary. Songs would echo in the hearts of men, recounting the day Cataract, guy who got some skulls, plunged his sword into the mighty beast and oh wait, shoot, it's already over. I guess we have a beacon now. So, fun fact about beacons, they need a lot of mineral blocks to actually become powered. Lucky for us, I have quite a few stacks of... shit. We're gonna need to go mining. Oh my gosh, guys, that was about 5 hours of mining, but finally, we got it. Haste 2, baby. Hope you haven't forgotten about the storage room, you know, the entire point of this video, because we are finally ready to start clearing out some space. So this build is going to have quite the interesting block palette, and to remain consistent with the rest of this video, it's going to be a major grind. I'm thinking we're going to be going for some clay to make into hardened clay and bricks, some dark oak trees, as that's going to be the main accent wood in the base, and at some point we're going to have to grind a ton of sand for glass. So let's just get after it. So I figure the best way to actually get clay is to head back down into the lush cave biomes, because this place is just absolutely loaded. So, bit of a problem, I don't have any shulker boxes and my inventory is super full. So I'm just going to hope that this is enough and head back. With the clay and bricks ready to go, it was time to set out on a journey to find dark oak wood. Honestly, I would have thought this would have been the easiest thing to gather, but sheesh, man, these forests were elusive. There is no way that's a mesa. I did not just mine all that clay to find a mesa before a dark oak forest. That's absurd. After the mesa, I also found this tiny mushroom island guy, which I guess was cool, and then I found this tiny patch of dark oak trees. Like, I would not even call this a forest. But at this point, I'll take anything. So far this video, I have spent over 20 hours gathering resources and building farms to make this storage room possible. So if you've enjoyed the video at all so far, please consider leaving a like, as that really helps the YouTube algorithm. But without further ado, let's finally get started on the actual build. So I figured the best way we start out this project is, well, from the bottom up, so I started laying down the floors and the wall of the pit. Now, this is gonna look a tad scuffed right now until we actually get the glass in place, but trust me, it's going to look awesome in the end. Once the pit was in place, I got lonely and decided to stream on Twitch. However, my actual recording kinda got botched, so check out this cool clip I took from the VOD, because, wow, I'm professional. When I was a kid, I always thought it'd be cool to get trampolines for your feet. Like, you could just walk on, like, trampoline shoes. After I finished streaming, I had a nice idea of what one of the corners might look like. And you know, I like it. I think it's gonna be nice. Next, I moved on to the roof, which I quickly built and then decided that I hated, and redid completely. While I wanted the storage room to look good, I also wanted it to be practical. So on the bottom of each pillar, I put a crafting table surrounded by some trapdoors and an anvil on top to make sure I have the most functionality possible from the room. Now that some of the basic framing was done, it was time to start making the floor all nice, because I don't know about you guys, but looking at the gross bits of stone is nasty, and I hate it a lot. One of the bigger problems I noticed while making this room is that it was really dark. So I'm gonna try to add some redstone lamps where the chests are gonna sit to hopefully light it up a little bit more. But we're gonna see. So my footage got a little bit corrupted, but basically I decided that the walls should not be made out of the same material as the floors because it was too samey and it was making me feel a little bit claustrophobic. So I decided to go and change that out for this bricks of quartz, and now I am doing the villager trading pods. With the villager pods in place, it was time to mine some sand. The final step in this building process is to add a lovely tree in the middle of the glass thingy. You might be thinking to yourself, why would you put a tree in the middle of that glass thingy? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Don't trees need dirt? Don't they need water? What is this? Just a weird foggy tree thing? And to that I say, how about you mind your own business, okay? How about you mind your own business and stop judging me? So what? Maybe my replay mod crashed halfway through, and then maybe I didn't record anything else because, you know, I'm really good at YouTube. How about you just let me live, okay? Please? And after 30 grueling in-game hours, we were finally done with the storage room. I'd like to thank you all so much for taking the time to get this far into the video. Thank you so much for watching. This was a ton of fun to make, but a ton of work. So if you are so inclined and if you've enjoyed this far, please consider leaving a like or maybe subscribing. With that, guys, I'll see you in the next one.